I make a lot of content in Rivals of Aether. I've made guides, goofy casual videos, a couple of meme videos, and even hosted a tournament for the game. I feel like at some point though, I should probably try and actually get good at the game that I have 700 hours in. So I figured, what better way to get good at a fighting game than to play the ranked mode for a month and enter a tournament called the Rivals Amateur Series. This was a terrible idea. We kick things off on day 1, where I decide to try out Olympia and immediately lose my first set against a Maple who taunted on me at the end of the set. After that, I faced off against a Reno that I got a cool little combo on. That was cool. I'm a fan of that. Then I ran into this Absa who really just exemplifies every single one of my worst nightmares. All she did was run away and spam projectiles. Running into players like this will be a reoccurring theme throughout this video. Pretty Horse Girl won game 1, I won the second, and thankfully clutched out game 3, where they counterpicked me to the Endless Abyss. I don't know if I ever would have forgiven myself if I had lost to that. I then ran into an Edalus who I beat game 1, lost to on game 2, and then he disconnected from me. At first I was confused, but figured he had something to do, but then I immediately re-queued into him. This motherfucker tried to one and done me like this was Smash Ultimate. Don't worry though, folks. I won the run back. Look at that timer. You see that garbage? Rivals games don't normally last that long. This guy refused to approach a single time. Thankfully I won, but little did I know this wouldn't be the end of my run-ins with overly campy players. I also got Olympia into Diamond. Woohoo! Wow, that was infuriating. That is going to be Diamond, though. Let's see that shiny new emote. That fight was brilliant. I like that. That's wholesome. That's nice. I mean, like, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, that's probably going to be it for this one. See you tomorrow. Day 2, I began working on my Edalus. I mostly spent time playing against a player named Rook, a Sylvanos player that I played against 4 times in a row. He wasn't particularly special or anything, but he did help me get pretty close to Platinum. After I was done playing Rook, I beat a Platinum player named Empresario to get into Platinum. A good day indeed. At least, until the very next match, that is, where I ran into a Malo that taunted me when I SD'd due to a misinput. I won the run back though. Day 3, I'm still working on getting Edalus into Diamond. I spent the majority of the day floundering about in Platinum while realizing just how weird some of Edalus's hitboxes are. I mean, look at this. This is some grade A bullshit. Here's another example of some bullshit. Over time, I've grown to enjoy playing him, but at the time I was baffled at just how bad I thought Edalus was. He is definitely better than I thought though. Eventually, I ran into this Ori player named Oingo. He completely rocked my shit. At least in game 1. Game 2, I actually came out on top. And game 3, he won Edalus and showed me that I am but a young acolyte, and he is the master. He was probably trying to teach me how to play Edalus in a better fashion, but I just kinda wanted to play the game and not learn. After some more floundering around in Platinum with Edalus, I eventually got Diamond and decided to end my day. What a way to go out. That's Diamond for Edalus. Wow. Edalus is bad. Edalus is really, really bad. Like, so bad. This is Edalus's thing right here.
Freeze. I'll be right. That's actually pretty good.
Day 4 was played at 4 a.m. As such, there was nobody online, so I opted to find someone over Discord. Enter Shen Shan, a diamond-ranked Reno player who played 38 games with me while we were both extremely tired. Nothing else happened. Day 5, I began working on getting Arcane into Diamond. Nothing particularly interesting happened today, but I did figure out something with Arcane. Arcane's bubbles can be escaped if you air dodge out of them, right? As such, I started to bait out the air dodge with non-committal bubbles and started punishing people with more bubbles when they air dodged out of them. I got my Arcane into Platinum, then shortly after into Diamond as well, off of a DQ victory. In the wise words of many that have come before me, we take those. Day 6, I started working on getting Sylvanos into Diamond. I immediately regret this decision and swapped to different characters in hopes of finding the right one for today. I eventually settled on Zedaburn. Despite being angry almost the entire day, I eventually got Zedaburn into Platinum. Things were good until the APSA player known as Cryptic. Now, I know that I'm not the coolest player pretty much ever, but I do know that at the very least, when I camp, it's in response to the other person camping as well. But Cryptic, well, Cryptic is the kind of player I swore to destroy during this entire month. Every game I play against this guy, all they did was just F-tilt and Cloud. You'll lose neutral, F-tilt and Cloud. You win neutral, F-tilt and Cloud. You open up Smash Bros, F-tilt and Cloud. You go on a date with someone you've had a crush on for years, F-tilt and Cloud. I kid you not. Every game we played, that was his game plan. It was a nightmare. As a result, I got pretty frustrated and decided to quit for the night. Day 7, I got into Diamond with Zedaburn, after the most hard-fought battle of my entire life. His Diamond emote is kinda mid, so I just decided to immediately move on to the next character. I decided to go with Raster, a character who I have a very poor relationship with. Immediately after selecting Raster, I ran into public enemy number 1, an APSA player by the name of Soft-Boiled Burrito. Their crime, you may ask? They taunted me one time at the end of a game after camping for multiple games in a row, and I didn't let it go, because I'm an adult. We got into a taunt fight, which he actually came out on top of. My Reno, Sylvanos, and APSA all struggled against him, so I started going random to get characters I am more comfortable with. That being said, my Edalus 3-stocked him, and my Eliana beat him pretty soundly. We actually ended up talking on Discord for a bit, and he's a pretty chill guy. Still,
Get dunked on, Lamau.
also, Rastiditos are awful. Like, oh my god, someone kill me, I hate this, awful. Really, really bad. I hate them. We are now on day 8, and nothing really special happened today. I ran into TMK Dash, a buddy of mine that helped me greatly during the creation of the Rival Skins Explained video. I played a few matches with him and then went on my merry way. On the other side of the coin, I met Doggies, a fan of the channel. We played a few games and then had a nice little chat. So Doggies, if you're watching this, it's been an honor. Aside from that, I actually got Maple into Diamond to finish off the day, and that's about it.
That is Diamond. Woo! What is Maples? Let's wrap this up. Yeah.
On day 9, it felt like I was always the bridesmaid and never the bride. Always the silver medal. Always the Marty Jannetty to Shawn Michaels. In simple terms, I lost every single close set and didn't clutch out a single one today. I won some sets here and there, but against every single person who was actually good at the game, all I did was sit there and crumble at the last possible moment. I am no Hungrybox. I am not the kid. I am no Mewtwo King in a crew battle. I am no god amongst men. Instead, all I am is a guy that failed today, but will try again tomorrow and hope for better results. Day 10, I did not try again. Instead, I decided to play the early access version of Rivals with my boy Scott. If you want to see the full amount of the hijinks we got up to in that video, you can find it in the description below, so go check it out. If you are thinking that me doing this takes away from the spirit of the video, then that is completely reasonable and I respect your opinion. Have a good day. It's day 11 now, and one thing is clear. I really need to learn to recover better with Crag, because this happened multiple times today and I was not enjoying myself. If you have any Crag recovery tips, let me know. Day 11 was also when I found out that Crag is a parry stun animation when holding rock, which is something I didn't know before this. It's pretty neat. To top it all off, today was the day where I finally got a characters into Masters. Masters Crag is real, and I'll let the past me take it from here.
Masters, baby. Wow. That was immediate. Wow. Dude. Holy cow, that's a screenshot waiting to happen, baby. Dude. I fucking did it! Yeah! Masters Crag! Wow! Yeah! Masters Crag! Oh my god. So, this is the first time I've ever gotten into Masters. Yes, I farmed Platinums to get here. Yes, I beat like 2 people that were actually in Masters. Yes, I might not be as good as those like 50 other people that completely bodied me. But, I did it. I got the Masters Crag. Oh my fucking god. That's gonna be it for today.
On day 12, literally nothing exciting happened. I tried to get my raster into Platinum and I failed. I played for 4 hours straight and went from Gold 4 to Gold 2. I have no idea how to play this character. It's day 13, and normally when I say stuff like this...
Mortal Kombat Master 1, 2, 3. The only fatality in this game is what I'm about to do to you, big guy.
It almost instantly blows up in my face. This is a rare moment where my confidence in myself is actually warranted. I also want you to watch this clip. Just watch. Just take a peek. Take a look. Game. What the fuck? I ended up losing that set, but that down smash really put a dampener on my mood. I got hit with this cool Edalus ice reset, at least. Yeah, I'm gonna take a moment to quickfire some raster combos I got. Sure, they might not be the most impressive combos, but they are the only raster combos I have ever gotten. And after long last, I got raster into Platinum. After I got raster into Platinum, my day went downhill. For starters, playing online for 13 days in a row was starting to have an effect on me. Every match I couldn't decide if my inputs were being eaten by the netcode or if I was just bad, and today was kind of the boiling point for me. I roll when I mean to parry, I dash attack when I mean to F-tilt, and even my DI and SDI feel like they get eaten sometimes. I know I DI this and that move correctly, so why did I just go flying into the goddamn blast zone? It's just frustrating to deal with, especially when I'm actually trying to win and not just trying to goof around with friends. These feelings would remain for the rest of the challenge, and I unfortunately never found a solution for this. Day 14 was great because I continued to play raster and got my ass kicked every game. I then got tired of getting my ass kicked every game, and went Crag. I then proceeded to get my ass kicked every game. It was a rough day that genuinely made me feel like quitting this challenge. Day 15 was more of the same. It got to the point where I actually swapped my controllers because I thought my inputs were being eaten. I won a few matches here and there, and eventually it was enough to get my raster into Diamond. I will now never have to play that stupid fucking bird again. And after finally getting raster into Diamond, I decided to start playing Malo. What I didn't realize is that I accidentally went into Diamond Queue and immediately matched into Mr. Bears and Bitches, the #1 ranked player who proceeded to absolutely destroy me. I took 1 stock in the entire set. GG's, well played. Day 16, I played against a kind gentleman online today who went by the name of T. Manzor. T. Manzor was a peculiar fellow who played Olympia. I managed to edge out the win in the set we played, and he hit me with the "you got lucky" emote. What a nice guy. I also got Malo into Platinum today. After that, I then proceeded to get my ass kicked for the rest of the day. It was pretty frustrating, so I just decided to walk away for the day and binge watch The Boys. Cool show, but it has a lot of weird sex scenes. The first match of day 17 was against a guy named twitch.tv/BJeffGC, or BeefJFGC, or something. I'm terrible at pronunciation. Normally I wouldn't bring this up, but I decided to do a little research. I figured I should check out a stream to see if I was on it, and it was actually a little bit more interesting than that. Take a look. You see, I wasn't playing against a real Bija FGC. I was playing against a fan trying to get on his stream that day. In case you were wondering, I did not win. I actually proceeded to get my ass kicked throughout the entire day. I'd say the worst part of today was probably playing as Malo and having to deal with the weird interactions that Olympia forced me to bear with today. It was pretty terrible for my mental health to land a hit and then proceed to get punished for it. Day 18 was a tough one. I'll be honest here, I don't enjoy playing against Rhino players. A lot of the Rhinos I've come across online are very passive players. All they do is charge needles, eat hot chip, and lie. It's annoying. It is really annoying. They just kinda run around the entire time and wait for you to play the game for them. I know I'm not exactly the most aggressive player all the time, but by the same token, if you play against these ultra passive players constantly, it takes its toll on you. I don't enjoy it or find it fun. So, I'm kinda just faced with the age-old idiom. If it's not fun, why play the game? There comes a time in every competitive activity where you have to ask yourself if your desire to win outsets your desire to have fun. I am not a competitive person. I don't care about winning. For the purpose of this video, I decided to continue playing and do my best, but this video ruined a lot of my enjoyment of the genre when I finished recording it. Because again, I wasn't having fun, but I was forcing myself to play the game. It's kind of awful. Aside from that, I met the angriest Rivals player I have ever seen today. And after a close game, I lost to Emerald 87. He was quite the graceful winner. Day 19, I got Malo into Diamond, and literally nothing else happened. Here's a picture of a giraffe. And now here's a story about a giraffe. I work in customer service, right? And there was this day where I had come up with the great idea of just walking up to people and cold open, hey, let's say Dave, hey Dave, what would you do right now if I just, right before your very eyes, turned into a giraffe? Bizarre as fuck question, right? Very, very odd question, very odd thing to just walk up to somebody and ask. And there's really only 3 responses you can give to it. Response number 1, I don't know. Response number 2, I would fight for my life. And response number 3, I would run away. With that in mind, one of the people who I went up to and did this is, well, he's an older fella, right? He's, kind of like an old school mobster. That's kind of his vibe. Naturally, not exactly great for my survival instincts to be saying this kind of thing to him. So I went up to him and I said, hey, Jerry, what would you do if I just, right in front of you, turned into a giraffe? Naturally, he responded, I don't know. Completely fair. The next day, I was giving people their breaks. I work in customer service, so I was, covering stations and whatnot. And I walk up to one of my coworkers and I'm like, hey, Chuck, can you do me a favor? And Chuck's like, sure, what do you need? Well, it's pretty simple, Chuck. I need you to wait about an hour after I leave your station, and then I need you to go up to Jerry and go, Jerry, did you just see what happened to MC Hawaii? And so Chuck did that. He goes up to Jerry and goes, hey, Jerry, did you see what just happened to MC Hawaii? And Jerry goes, no, I have no idea what happened. And Chuck responds, well, he turned into a giraffe. None of that has anything to do with the video, but I just had to get that off my chest. Day 20, I began working on getting Apsa into Diamond, and then immediately changed my mind to play Reno instead because I wasn't enjoying Apsa. Aside from a few fun moments here and there, I realized how to deal with players that play a heavy whiff punish game. What I started to do was simply overshoot my attacks so that when they dash back, they won't be able to counter hit since I am currently attacking them. It's still really annoying to deal with those players, but hey, it's something, right? Day 21, I ran into a player named Dino. Dino and I got into a taunt war. He taunted me at the end of Game 1, I returned the favor in Game 2, and he rage quit Game 3. All is right in the world. I then ran into a fella named Jigglypuff. I played one game with him and he sent the emote sorry, and I'm done playing now. I re-queued into him immediately. My bad, pimp. Also, Orkane is really frustrating to play against. He has barely any whiff lag on his neutrals, so he could just throw out 1,000 attacks in the blink of a second. I feel like all of them are outframing Reno right now. Day 22, the Jigglypuff guy actually friended me the day prior on Steam and told me he actually thought he was done playing now. It was a false alarm, which is why he was back on Ranked. Fair enough. Your good name is no longer besmirched, my friend. After some trial and error, I also got my Reno into Diamond. I then moved on to Apsa. Throughout this video, I have lamented my frustrations with campy gameplay. Toady here is another player that likes to engage in said gameplay. This one was a nightmare though. Toady is quite simply the campiest of them all. He legit never approached. Thank God I'm playing Apsa this time around, it was truly a sight to behold. Toady won the match. He goes, "You got rocked." We play another match. MC Hawaii won the match. He goes, "You got rocked." Toady responds, "I'll get you next time." And you got lucky. What a guy. Day 23, I got Apsa into Platinum. That was it. Day 24 is honestly my favorite day out of this month in spite of my cat's best effort. You see, my cat actually turned off my computer today in the middle of a match and my recording, causing me to lose that footage. In spite of that, I played against my new favorite rivals player, Sindri. You see, Sindri is a Clarin player that only approached via the ledge and the air. It was truly impressive. In spite of his master strategy, I beat him 4 out of the 5 games we played, and then he sent me this. MC Hawaii has won the match. Sindri replies, "Lily is better than you." MC Hawaii has won the match. Sindri replies, "Polish up your skills." MC Hawaii replies, "Well, that was a dud." Wow. I also got Apsa into Diamond, so yippee! Day 25, I played Hodan and struggled in gold for the day. If there is one singular match that I've recorded in the entirety of this video that could properly signify how I felt about this challenge, I think it's this one. All this Crag does is retreat the pillar and stall. Nightmare. I know Hodan has options to deal with this better than a lot of the other cast, but this was my first time playing Hodan in like over a year, so I was mostly just going for the bare bones options of Hodan. Definitely a skill issue, but holy shit, I hate this month. Day 26, I did the Hodan Ditto with Sindri today. This got me into Platinum, and then I hit a brick wall, more or less. You see, I wasn't having any fun with Raster. Malo was really hard. But Hodan? Hodan is literally my worst character in the entire game. I feel like I can't do anything with him but suffer. I miss my easy characters. To be blunt, Hodan is a cool character, but holy shit, I have no idea what I'm doing with him. Day 27, I actually beat Disaster Dave's Clarin with my Hodan. Dave, or Garfield as I call him, has been on the channel here and there and has become one of my buddies over time. since I know he's probably watching this video right now. Get fucked, asshole! I also got Hodan into Diamond by dumb luck. Nothing else happened.
Yes. Alright, that's Diamond. I got Hodan into Diamond. I now need to go take a shower. What is it? What's the emote? Don't sweat it.
Day 28. I fought God today. He got rocked. I had another Toady encounter today. He got bodied. I then got into Diamond with my Sylvanos due to a charitable gift from my buddy, the Viral Melon. You queued into Platinum, which is why he says he's in Bronze. Thanks, champ. I ran into Toady again, and he taunted on me when he won the game. I gotta wonder how many times I have to beat his ass before he gets the message that he's not in a position to BM me. I also got Forsbrand into Diamond today. Here's my victory speech.
Yay, I did it! Wow! A Diamond Forsburn! Yeah, baby! What's it got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Bam! I defeated myself. That's fucking lame. No pussy, you didn't defeat yourself. You got beat by lag. You got beat by shitty frame data. You got beat by the other character being broken, regardless of who they are. It's never your fault that you lose. It's always somebody else's fault. Never have you ever actually lost a game. It's all because of bullshit out of your control. Alright, good night.
Day 29, I began working on my Eliana today, and things have been going good. Too good. Can't wait to be stuck in hard platinum. Eliana is now in Diamond. Woo!
That's it. I'm done. I never have to play this piece of shit character ever fucking again. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Oh my god. This character's awful. Hi, cat. What's the emote? I blame. Oh my fuck. You know what? Fuck you. I spent the entire day complaining about my controls and how everything not works. Fuck you. God damn it. I do blame my controls, you motherfucker. Alright, well, fuck this game. Love it. Fuck it. Hate it.
Day 30 today, and today is the big day. Today is the day I enter RAS and go 0-2. I'm going to enter the tournament and ideally win it, but I haven't really cured my bad habits of parry and roll spam whenever possible. Before I do all that, though, I got Shovel Knight in the Diamond today and began my tournament run. After an easy first 2 rounds, I officially defied the odds and did not go 0-2. Instead, I went the legendary 2-0. But my next opponent will prove a bit more challenging. Cats the Sylvanos and I had a real slobber knocker of a match. This was one of those matches where you feel like you should have lost, but due to some unknown reason you made like 2 Samus players holding a charge shot, puckered your butthole up, and clutched it out in what was the most adrenaline-pumping set of this entire month. GG, cats. You would absolutely destroy me if we ever played again. And then, I got my ass kicked by Link of Origin. Look, I've never played an actual Olympia player before, but even if I had Olympia matchup knowledge, Link of Origin still would have won. He's a buddy of mine, and I have never been able to beat him in a straight-up game of Rivals. Regardless, I was now in losers. Despite that, my next match wasn't that difficult. After a quick 2-1 victory over Sly the Ori, I was now finally in the top 8 of my tournament. To put into perspective how much this meant for me, up until this point, my best tourney placing ever in any game was a Super Smash Flash 2 tournament where I reached top 8 because every other player DQ'd before me playing, which caused me to win, in quotations, every match up until I got 3-0'd by an actual player. This was huge for me.
After a little while, I was up against my hardest opponent yet. Lag. To put into perspective what I meant, here is what the stream saw.
This start too. Although unfortunately caught with the rock, but able
Yeah.
to.
Nice rock usage.
Oh! Oh!
Down air up smash.
Unkillable characters though?
And here is what I played. Because of this, I lost. I lost my tournament run. If I was more experienced in online tournaments, I would have lag checked immediately and probably would have gotten a bye to the next round. As a result, keeping the dream alive. But I didn't know any better. I was a fool. No Johns be damned, I should have won. So yeah, RAS went pretty well, honestly. I went 4-2, making it to top 8 in a 50-person bracket, and I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I did a good job. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my Ori and Random into Diamond by the end of the month. Who cares about that, though? The real question is, did I get better at the game? And, in all honesty, yes. I did get better at Rivals of Aether, but I didn't become a better player. The bad habits I had at the beginning of this challenge, like my parry spam or constant panic rolling, were the same bad habits I had at the end of the challenge. I never really figured out how to effectively beat passive players. I never figured out how to actually be good at fighting games as a whole. In fact, during the entire month of playing, all I really did was complain that people were forcing me to play their game, and I never really figured out how to force them to play mine, which is what fighting games are truly about. On the flip side, I got a lot better at all the characters. I learned a lot of the matchups and how to beat those characters, and I got a lot more consistent with my tech skill. The issue is that there are far better ways to learn all of what I just said that doesn't require me to waste my time on ranked every single day. I could have gotten coaching from other players in the scene, or watched actual guides, or even just taken a break and let myself think about what was happening in the game. Just taking a break would have done wonders for my mentality. I hit a wall, and rather than try to get over it, I just backed up 10 feet and ran right back into the wall, time and time again. Which leads me to my next statement. I did not enjoy recording this video. It has been almost 2 years since I did this challenge, and I have had a lot of time to think about this month and what it did to me. In my notes, right next to me complaining about camping for the 100th time in this script, I have this written down. There's a saying in the fighting game community that says, it takes two to camp. It's true. It does. But it's hard to want to approach every time when I'm just going to get dash attacked by a Reno for the 70th time the moment I even step foot in their comfort range. I would not recommend even playing ranked mode in this game. It fucking sucks. When I wrote this, I had just gotten out of the match with the laggy Shovel Knight that cost me my top 8. I had just played a game I grew to hate for an entire month, where I played for several hours a day without an actual break. In my personal life, I was dealing with a lot, both at work and at my home, and the recording of this video was the most miserable experience I have ever subjected myself to. This video is the primary reason I don't enjoy playing platform fighters anymore. The only reason I play any platform fighter anymore is either to record a silly little video or to unironically play Rivals Volleyball. I wish I could end this video on a happy note. Maybe an ending where I magically won the tournament and all that hard work actually paid off. Or maybe one where I solved all the world's problems and rode off into the sunset. But this video isn't a happy story. This video is a cautionary tale. If you want to get better at Rivals, or anything really, do not do what I did. It will suck. You will get burnt out, and it will ruin the game for you. Just, please, take a break. Go outside. Tell your mom you love her. Don't waste your life doing something you don't enjoy. I'm MC Hawaii. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, but
I gotta go, alright? Be safe and have a good one.